to another episode of EMA Cloud Rants. And today we are talking about security and policy compliance, also topics like data locality and everything that can really come back to bite you in a scale-out environment if you are not careful. And if I mean bite you, I also mean bite you in terms of how much manual work that is to enforce all of those things. When you get the massive spreadsheets sent from your security group and you have to think about how am I going to sequence this, how am I going to implement the patches, the updates, close the known security holes, all of those things that hackers can exploit or that can make you liable for penalties, PCI compliance, for example, HIPAA, all of those compliance regulations. Jens, what do you think when you look at your customers, right? You are a consulting firm for VMware, Citrix, all kinds of solutions for the cloud. What do you see? How do your customers treat this issue, cope with this issue?
Well, actually, from a very, very niche market where VMware has placed its own configuration manager, and I've not seen it very often, maybe once or twice in my life, most of the customers do what you just mentioned, like they keep spreadsheets and they do manual, tedious, annoying tracking. So there's a huge potential for a product that does it right, for something that makes life easier of these people. And yeah, maybe Sean has something in this space.
Yeah, well, we do. And so, with Blade Logic Server Automation and Cloud Lifecycle Management, we've been in this space for quite a few years.
Right.
One of the things that we do from a deployment perspective is using standardized templates that allow you to deploy consistent. But then once they're out there and available, then you need to continually monitor and understand what's changed with those servers, and do you need to apply different patches, for instance. We had some stats that said that it takes about 186 days on average for people to
Right.
patch servers and known vulnerabilities, and so really understanding where those vulnerabilities are and how to attack them is what we're trying to provide.
And you have this overall stack of solutions, right? You have Blade Logics for managing the bare metal and the virtualization layer, but then you go up with cloud lifecycle management and cloud operation management. So Sean, this new Threat Detector, this is basically something that brings a governance layer across all of those products, right? From the bottom to the very top of your cloud offerings.
It does. It provides the analytical insights into what is happening out in those environments, whether they're a server farm within your own environment or something that's managed at a higher level by like Cloud Lifecycle Management. It'll give you that information about what is out there, how important is it, how do you actually prioritize that series of patches relative to all the other things that you have to make changes on.
And Sean, does Threat Director also help my customers that are not implementing or will not implement and adopt Blade Logic? Do you also have something to offer to them?
Yeah, so that's going to be coming out really soon. We'll have Microsoft SCCM support, which will cover the large Windows environments, and that'll come out in the next few months. And then we'll also be able to detach it from Blade Logic at that time and offer it as a SaaS offering. So if you do have a Microsoft SCCM as your configuration manager, then you can actually just hook us up in a matter of minutes to the SaaS offering and be able to start understanding what's happening in your environment and how to prioritize your patches to solve those vulnerabilities.
And this
That's
is really a big
update.
spot.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it is. It's a really exciting time at BMC to see some of these new changes.
Right, and it's a real weak spot in SCCM. The enforcement of policies of governance and the automation is often very, very messy. And at the same time, SCCM customers are SCCM customers, right? They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to want to continue to use their product. So you're basically building something on top of it, and maybe you can convince them that Blade Logic is much better as a little side effect. Who knows? So,
maybe. Maybe not for the Windows, but maybe they'll decide that for the Linux it makes a lot of sense.
Right. So thank you, Sean. Thanks, Jens, as always. This was another episode of EMA Cloud Rants.
Thanks, guys.